This man, Suzuki Shōsan, lived 400 years ago, born 1579. And that guy can help you? I'm your focus coach. Suzuki Shōsan was a real samurai. He fought at the Battle of Sekigahara in 1600. He was born in the Aichi prefecture of Japan, and he served for Tokugawa Ieyasu at the Battle of Sekigahara and the Battle of Osaka. In other words, he is a soldier in the army of the man that eventually becomes shogun, right? And unifies Japan. He becomes the warlord reigning over all of Japan. We know he was a real deal, and he had an experience of life that's forged in battle. But in 1621, Suzuki Shōsan did something very unusual for a samurai. He just gave up his status and became a Zen monk. So what makes Shōsan so special? I will summarize his teaching in 2 points. First is to channel neo-energy, and I'm going to explain you what it is. And the second is to do mantra meditation. So the neo are these very large statues of fierce warriors that you see in Buddhist temples in Japan. And they're often depicted with a sword and a rope. And these are seen as a metaphor for cutting through delusions. In modern terms, these guys have the weapons to destroy your mobile phone. They want you to focus on something and guard your attention. Their energy as warriors is their willingness to confront death. That can seem morbid, but it's quite essential to know that any day could be your life, because that focuses you towards being present, just like the warriors. It's also a very uncompromising stance. These guys definitely don't like they want to compromise. So, put a Neo statue as your phone wallpaper, and I can guarantee you, you will stop doomscrolling. Now, the mantra meditation. How do you do mantra meditation? So, it's quite simple and effortless. These are just words you repeat in your head again and again and again, right? So the mantra that Shōsan was using was the Buddha's name, Namu Amida Butsu. I personally think that mantra meditation is one of the most underrated meditation techniques, and it can bring enormous benefits. Right? If you do it, you will feel benefits even after your first session. Okay, and for him, the mantra meditation was really about destroying thoughts. I quote, "Just be mindless as earth, recite Nembutsu, and study death." So yeah, quite a straightforward guy. Suzuki Shōsan has this beautiful Zen understanding of oneness with things, and he said, I quote, "When I sing, I become one with that feeling." So that's really something that's easy to understand today, right? And usually when people hear oneness, they associate, some kind of stoner blabbing around like the universe. But I'm sure you have a memory of an activity in which you felt at one with this activity. Could it be at work, in sports, or in your intimate life? And to access this feeling on top is where doing this mantra meditation, everyday practice, is so powerful. And the modern neuroscience agrees it has profound effect on our brains. Now, I know that nowadays, people live with this eternal life delusions, like not wanting to die, aging is bad. People want to prolong and cling onto their health and youth. It's all nice, but I feel this is often done to the detriment of living in the present. I mean, what's the point of living a long life if you actually never live in the present? Shōsan said, "Nobody from 100 years ago is around today. All traces of them have vanished, but we're forgetting this. We desire trivial things and we become planners and schemers. We think that because we are alive today, we will be alive tomorrow. That's obviously false, right? And his past as a samurai was a fertile ground for this practice and this understanding. So the awareness of death is not morbid or sad, but it's a reminder of joy and presence. Shōsan wants us to be like children playing in the snow with a light mind that can deal with anything. The mantra meditation will help your mind naturally mature and no longer feel agitation. And for Shōsan, this is paramount for artistic performance. He talks about craftsmen, for public speaking, for farming, and of course for battle. Okay? You need to have a natural mind to perform skillfully in anything. Let's have a summary of what we've learned and what we can take away. So his practice was concentrate your mind, fix your gaze, observe life and death with a sense of urgency, and generate awareness of imminent death. Then repeat your mantra, Namu Amida Butsu, to quiet your mind. Let's do a 21st century version. This Neo energy, we want to bring big Neo energy. They're here to cut delusions. If they could destroy a mobile phone, that would be a great iconography. I don't think there is need to think about death constantly. We are not samurais, but on a weekly basis, a little reminder of the fleetingness of life is useful. It's not morbid, but it helps us focus on what's important, that our time is limited. It's one thing to know that our little problems are not so important in the grand scheme of things, but it's another to periodically really think about it. The mantra meditation is as powerful as it was 500 years ago. You can use Namu Amida Butsu, it's a fantastic mantra. The repetition eventually will repeat itself, Start with like 5 minutes per day. At some point, you will reach a level where the amount of background chatter of your mind is considerably lowered. If you like this video, I also have the practice of a Christian monk, which is Brother Lawrence. So check out that video as well.